DJ, you in the booth. Blueprints in the booth.
Money trees, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we playing true.
yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Came up counting every coupon, stretching out the pay. Now I'm reading every contract, watching what I say. Own the name, own the game, that's a different lane. Equity in everything, that's a different chain. Talk numbers on the mic, not rumors in the chat. If it never made a profit, how you calling that a stat? I was broke in the flesh, but my mind stayed rich. Turned a hustle to a system, then I flipped that switch. Assets on the board, I don't flex receipt. I want rent every month while my son's asleep. I want trust funds funded off the work I did, so my grandkids wealthy off the words I spit.
Money trees, but yes.
Plant that seed, let it grow slow, that's all we need. Roots in the ground, roots in the sky. We build it brick by brick, we don't chase that. Money trees, but yes. Talk that plan, from a small stack to a whole new land. Say ownership, say legacy. Every bar blueprint, repeat after me. Yeah, I'm long term living in a quick hit era. Everybody want a viral, I just want a better ledger. You outside spending, I'm inside learning. Let the compound work while the clock keeps turning. I don't chase clout fade too fast. I'm trying to own the show, own the masters, own the land tax. Streams pay pennies, but the brand paid plenty. Turn a clip to a client, then a client to 20. Talk mindset shift, that's a rebrand soul. From I get rich someday, till I'm doing what I'm told. By the habits, by the math, by the notes I keep. I let the numbers talk for me while I get some sleep. I'm a landlord of ideas, tenant of the grind. Lease up fear, a Vic broke mine. Every episode a ladder, every gem a leaf. Watch the forest grow wide from a single belief. Money trees, podcast, plant that seed. Let it grow slow, that's all we need. Roots in the ground, roots in the sky. We build it brick by brick, we don't chase that. Money trees, podcast, talk that plan. From a small stack to a whole new land. Say ownership, say legacy. Every bar blueprint, repeat after me. Yeah. Started with a vision and a notebook, facts. Now it's family on the cap table, all on the track. If I win, then we win, that's the way I see every branch in the fan from this money tree. Money trees, podcast, plant that seed. Let it grow slow, that's all we need. Roots in the ground, roots in the sky. We build it brick by brick, we don't chase that. Money trees, podcast, talk that plan. From a small stack to a whole new land. Say ownership, say legacy. Yeah, if you drop game, that's the key to be free. Money trees, podcast.
Welcome to the show, everybody. I'm DJ Universe, and we are live with Money Trees, where we turn survival tactics into wealth strategies. And I'm here with my partner, the CEO of currency development himself, Dangerous Zygos. DZ, what's the vibe today?
The vibe is ownership, Universe, plain and simple. I was looking at some economic data this morning, and here's a number that should wake everybody up. Inflation has outpaced wage growth for the vast majority of the last 3 decades. That means if you are relying solely on a paycheck, you are literally watching your purchasing power evaporate in real time.
Man, that is a heavy truth right out of the gate. So you are saying even if you get that little 3% raise every year, you are actually moving backward because the cost of gas, groceries, and rent is jumping up by 5, 6, or 7%.
Exactly. You are running on a treadmill that is slowly speeding up against you. The old formula, get a job, stay loyal for 40 years, and retire with a pension, that is completely dead. Corporate loyalty is a relic of the past. Layoffs happen overnight via automated emails. AI is actively replacing administrative and creative roles, and pensions have been replaced by volatile 401ks.
It is wild because I see it all the time in the music industry and creative spaces. People think if they just grind harder, do more hours, get more clients, they will break through. But you are still trading 1 hour of your life for 1 block of cash. There is no leverage in that. If you get sick, or if the algorithm changes, or if your manager decides to downsize, your income goes straight to zero.
That is the trap of active labor. Universe, most hourly and salaried workers are stuck in that cycle. Work, get taxed, pay bills, repeat. There is no scalability because you only have 24 hours in a day. To build real wealth, you have to transition to a mindset where your income is decoupled from your physical hours. You need a vehicle that can generate value while you sleep, and that starts with financial literacy.
So let's talk about that vehicle. Because when people hear LLC, or limited liability company, they think they need to be some tech mogul in Silicon Valley with millions in venture capital. But an LLC is really just a legal wrapper that anyone can use, right?
Absolutely. It is the fundamental building block of American business. At its core, an LLC creates a legal wall between your personal assets, like your home, your personal bank account, your car, and your business liabilities. If your business gets sued or defaults on a contract, they can only go after the assets owned by the LLC, not your personal life. But the real magic, Universe, is in how the government taxes an LLC.
Oh, the tax game. This is the part they never teach us in school. Explain that difference between how an employee gets taxed versus how a business owner gets taxed.
This is the single most important financial concept to grasp. As an employee, you get taxed first. Your employer takes the government's cut right off the top of your paycheck before you even see it. You get the leftovers, and then you have to pay your rent, your food, and your gas. A business owner running through an LLC operates the exact opposite way. The business earns revenue, spends money on legitimate business expenses, and then is only taxed on the net profit that remains.
Wait, so you are saying the business gets to spend money on its operations first, and whatever is left over at the very end is what Uncle Sam actually taxes?
Precisely. And those deductions can include your internet, your phone, mileage on your vehicle, marketing costs, software subscriptions, office space, and even travel or meals in the right business context. If you are a music producer, your microphones, your laptop, and your studio treatments are all business expenses that reduce your taxable income. If you are an employee, you have to buy all those things with after-tax dollars.
That is a massive difference in actual cash flow. And you do not have to be some massive corporation to do this. You can set up an LLC for a trucking side hustle, a clothing line, consulting, a photography business, or even a local vending machine route. It immediately gives you legitimacy, lets you build business credit that is separate from your personal credit score, and opens up doors for commercial loans and corporate contracts.
Now, some people will look at the statistics and say, but DZ, 80% of new businesses fail within the first 5 years. And they use that fear as an excuse to never start.
But that is like saying you should never try to learn to play an instrument because most people quit in the first year. The failure rate is high because people jump in without systems, without financial discipline, and without educating themselves on the basics of cash flow. They treat their business like a personal ATM instead of a separate entity.
That is exactly it. And even if your first business does fail, you do not actually lose if you pay attention. The skills you acquire during that process, learning sales, understanding contracts, setting up marketing funnels, managing cash flow, those skills stay with you forever. Your second attempt will be 10 times smarter because you paid the tuition of experience.
That is facts. I started from scratch when I moved from Ohio down to Florida, and believe me, not every project I touched was a hit. But every single failure taught me how to structure the next deal better. And when you finally land that one successful LLC, it does more than just pay your bills. It changes the entire trajectory of your family.
It builds legacy infrastructure Universe. A paycheck dies the moment you stop working or the moment you get laid off. You cannot hand down your job title to your kids, but a successful LLC is an asset. It can own real estate, intellectual property, or equipment. It can be passed down to the next generation, or it can be sold for a multiple of its earnings. That is how you build wealth that outlives you.
That is the ultimate goal right there. We are not just talking about securing a hustle for some quick cash today. We are talking about building equity, owning your time, and creating something permanent. Stop renting out your entire life to build someone else's dream. Start building your own structure. Thank you for tapping in with us on Money Trees. Remember, financial literacy is freedom literacy. Own everything.
Own everything. We will see you on the next one.
Triple HL. Hip Hop Hero League. Yeah. DJ you only. Down by law. Forever. Scratch marks on the moon, I've been cutting since noon. Turntables like talismans, I've been timing the room. DJ Universe, star maps in his crates. Drops one needle, whole block levitates. Calvin Blingwell, numbers in his notepad. Turned every invoice to a tote bag. Quiet in the meeting, but his pen loud. Own every master, own every crowd. Dangerous Zygos, 2 minds in 1 skull. Bridges in the brain, every bar full. Binary breath, left, right swing. Code in the cadence, truth in the ring. Mayhem in the mirror, but he chose peace. Only bring chaos to the corrupt police. Walk like a riot in a tailored suit. Black car, black fist, black womb. Hip-Hop Hero League, we the Triple HL. Down by law, but we write our own spell. From the gutter to the summit, we rewrite the rules. Turn pain into power, we a freedom school. Hip-Hop Hero League, watch the villains all melt. Stand tall, stand free, keep the crown we felt. 1 mic, 1 squad, 1 world we defend. Every 16 bars like a raised fist again. I'm DJU, middle of the cyclone. Spin whole revolutions from a tight zone. Trap drums marching, boom bap, backbone. Every drop feel like taking back black homes. Indie like the sun, can't buy this shine. All my contracts read like battle lines. All my likeness, logo, spine. If it got my name, it got my grind. We don't beg for a seat, we build tables. Turn small advances into big labels. Turn short checks into long cables. Plug whole hoods into new fables. Lyrical power, that's a legal weapon. Every hidden clause, get a clean dissecting. Redefine print, turn sign here to a freedom imprint. Hip-Hop Hero League, we the Triple HL. Down by law, but we write our own spell. From the gutter to the summit, we rewrite the rules. Turn pain into power, we a freedom school. Hip-Hop Hero League, watch the villains all melt. Stand tall, stand free, keep the crown we felt. 1 mic, 1 squad, 1 world we defend. Every 16 bars like a raised fist again. This that revolution in a crate and a laptop. Brick by brick when the landlords back off. From the cipher in the park to the boardroom charts, we renegotiate the value of our hearts. 4 heroes and a DJ, 5-point star on the freeway. Every show feel like rebate, give the hood hope